Sacred water lotus are not native to Rhode Island. There's actually only 2 water bodies in New England that have them. And one is here at Meshanticut Pond in Cranston. Rhode Island's Department of Environmental Management says that this invasive aquatic plant was introduced to the pond when someone planted one here as a memorial for a family member who had died. Almost 10 years later, they have spread so much that you can even see them from Google Maps.
Invasive aquatic plants are problematic.
Folks like to swim, they like to boat, they like to fish. Once you get an invasive plant that's taken over enough of, a space in the lake, it's really impossible to do those things.
They're harmful to our ecosystems, and getting rid of them isn't easy either.
So it just becomes a really long-term issue that costs a lot of money.
Katie DeGouche-DiMarzio works for DEM and monitors Rhode Island's lakes.
We have over 110 lakes that have an aquatic invasive plant, which is almost 50% of the lakes that we track.
Carolina Trout Pond in Richmond was recently treated for the invasive water hyacinth. And just like Meshanticut Pond, DEM thinks the plant was introduced to the water body by an unknowing Rhode Islander.
This is the second time we've found it in Carolina Trout Pond in Richmond. We're thinking that it's got to be somebody who likes to buy water hyacinth, and then they just are putting it, liberating it into the Carolina Trout Pond, not knowing necessarily what they're doing, but it becomes a problem for our local ecology.
DEM has introduced regulations that will prohibit selling certain invasive plants in Rhode Island. The agency tells me they're making minor adjustments to their draft, and they expect to implement the new regulations this fall.
The regulation's not meant to go in somebody's backyard and pull out their plants. It's just to be really responsible plant owner and make sure that those plants stay in your backyard and don't go anywhere else.
If you're going fishing or boating in local freshwater, make sure your vessel and equipment is clean, drained, and dry before you use it again.
If you're looking to buy an aquatic plant for your pond or aquarium, DEM says you should try and buy native ones. We have a list of plants that you should be looking out for right now on WPRI.com. In Cranston, I'm Leah Crowley, 12 News.